Hello everyone, I am Riddhi Jaju, working as an assistant professor in Biani Girls College. Today I am going to deliver a lecture on the topic RIG's ideal model, that is in comparative public administration. This model is related to Agraria-Transitia and Industria societies. So let us understand what this model was. Before this, we have to understand what comparative public administration is. Comparative public administration is the study of administration on comparative basis. That is, we have to make comparisons on various aspects like social, cultural, political, economic, and a lot of aspects are there. Now let us move further, that who developed this concept. This concept was initiated by Fredericks, who is known as the father of comparative public administration. So the first is, we have to understand the person or the scholar who has used or started this concept, that is Fredericks. You have to remember that Fredericks is the first scholar who introduced the concept of Agraria-Transitia and Industria model. The second important key point of this topic is that when was it introduced? So when was it introduced? It was introduced in 1957. So Agraria, Industria and Transitia, or we can say Agraria-Transitia and Industria model, that is ideal model, is developed by Fredericks in 1957. Now, from which model or from which approach this is derived or borrowed? Three blocks. The first block represents Agraria society. The second is Transitia, and the third one is Industria. The Agraria society, as the name suggests, is nothing but related to agro activities, the primary activities or the agricultural activities. Riggs has borrowed this concept from contemporary China. So you have to remember which country was there. During that time China was there, contemporary China was there, which related to agraria activities, only the primary sector activities. Then the second stage comes, that is Transitia. Transitia term denotes the stage of transformation. The country which is neither an agraria nor an industria, but in a transformation stage. So this is Transitia, and the last is Industria, as the name depicts that Industria is related to industrial activities or the secondary and tertiary activities. So during that time, contemporary USA or the United States of America represented Industria societies. So Agraria society or the contemporary China was nothing but as an undeveloped phenomena, or we can say that the stage when it was not in a developed or developing motion, and Transitia is that stage which represents the state or the country which has transformed from agraria and moving towards industria. So it is in developing stage. For example, India is a developing country, and the last one is contemporary USA, which is totally developed and all its factors of production are imposed or put in industrial efforts. So this is contemporary USA. After this model, we further move and we see that this model is used, and this model initiated a new concept which was fused, prismatic and diffracted model. Fused, prismatic and diffracted model. This model was introduced in 1959 by Riggs only, and this model is a developed form of Agraria-Transitia and Industria model. Now, what is the basic feature of this model? The basic feature is that this model is very easy to understand and is quite applicable in certain cases. But there is a sort of criticism also done by various scholars. the criticism is that this model is not relevant in the present scenario. In some cases, we see that there are third world countries which are still in the case of underdevelopment. So, this model is not applicable to those countries which are in third world stage. So, to conclude my model, I can say that RIGS use this model to initiate various factors which influence the administration in a case of comparison. So, the main purpose of this model is the study of comparative public administration using Agraria-Transitia and Industria model. Thank you so much for listening me, and in the next session we will discuss about fused prismatic and diffracted model. Thank you.